Yeah, I think a lot of people jump into these 5-star raids hoping that the Pokemon will be shiny. I've caught a lot of 5-star shiny Pokemon in these raids, just from hopping on random raids. So that's cool. But also, I think it's partially because shinies are much more common in this generation. It's a lot easier to sort of manipulate the game to get shinies. And I'm not saying like, oh, shinies are less special, so I don't like them as much. It's not that. It's that now that I've actually gotten a bunch of shinies and look at them, like so many of them are so ugly because they're just like a shade in a different direction from the original. It's just like, oh, this is like when they made the original, they picked a bunch of colors that looked good together. And then the shiny is just like a slightly greener version of that, and it looks terrible, right? So it's like, oh, here I come with like my shiny Pikachu, and it's like, well, shiny Pikachu just looks like Pikachu, except a slightly darker yellow orange. More recent generation shinies are, in my opinion, better because they do tend to go in and say, okay, let's come up with like a different color scheme for the shiny, or let's do something interesting with it. So, some old shinies are still good. Obviously, Charizard is like a super cool idea, and that he's just like gray. It's like, that looks great. Good job. But yeah, it's like a lot of the time it's like, oh, yeah, this shiny looks gross. It's like ugly.